This is an unusual place for this Brazilian indigenous group to be performing a ritual. But they're one of around 200 groups and 8,000 people who've travelled from remote locations, often for days, in buses and sometimes boats. They've come to the capital, Brasilia, for an event they hope will not only highlight the challenges they face as indigenous peoples, but also address what they're calling the biggest setback to their rights in decades. A new law known as the Time Marker Law.
Então esse marco temporal é uma busca do Estado brasileiro, desses governantes, desses políticos, tentarem continuar, dizimar os povos indígenas. E ela ataca totalmente esse direito de você ser indígena sobre o seu território e reconhecer que esses territórios pertencem aos povos indígenas. E nós, povos indígenas, sem esses territórios que conectam nossas vidas, o sermos, enquanto povo indígena, a nossa existência.
For the indigenous peoples here at the camp in Brasilia and across the country, the new law represents a watershed moment. It weakens their claims to their ancestral lands, saying these can only be recognised if they prove they occupied the territory in 1988. It also paved the way for mining, road building and other construction projects. Activists say this would be a disaster for the environment, which indigenous peoples protect.
Gente, o nosso planeta está morrendo. E esse planeta não é só dos povos indígenas. Se a gente não cuidar dele, se a gente não souber aproveitar o que a natureza nos dá, a gente vai morrer. E outra, a gente está falando de mudanças climáticas, a gente está falando de floresta verde que precisa ser cuidado.
The indigenous peoples vent their rage at a demonstration in Brasilia's government district. The protest is taking place within sight of Congress. The body that approved the law, they say now threatens their survival. Still dominated by wealthy landowners and the right-wing allies of agribusiness, Congress signed off on the measure despite opposition from left-wing President Lula da Silva. Supporters argue the law is needed to establish legal certainty and protect commercial interests. But the indigenous peoples say without their lands, their way of life and culture will die. And without those, the forests will die, which will likely have an impact on climate change. And that could have consequences for everyone.